my god, he actually has.
He actually has.
Also, what does it mean if a script is literate?
The hell with your opinion.
He's left reviews for Hamilton, Trial of Chicago 7, Togo, Knives Out, Rambo, Captain Marvel, and Vice. And none of them are good reviews.
I guarantee I can predict every single one of those reviews right now.
Okay, brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Guess the Movie Review with your host, Ben Soiza. And competing tonight, Johnny Neal.
Knives Out, what do you think you thought?
Oh, Knives Out. That's going to be a difficult one. I imagine he's probably going to compare it to other murder mysteries, and he's going to say he guessed the twist really quick or something like that.
I mean, it's actually more pedantic and more annoying than that.
No.
So he says, one big mishap is MOA of morphine. Now, if it was a fleeting detail, it wouldn't matter. But you would think the movie Make It would at least do a quick research on the drugs, its effects, overdosing, da-da-da-da-da.
Dude, it's a movie. Calm down, alright? Calm down.
What do you think about Captain Marvel?
Oh,
What do you think
Captain
you
Marvel's
thought
got everything to do with, like, this woman doesn't have a penis.
This movie is hollow at best.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay, Cringy by Fish13347. Okay, oh, come on now. Alright, here's the entire review. Not a single conversation that felt authentic. Last scene was super cringy with even the prosecutor standing up. ... which is too many. Come on. ... Shut up, Phil. Why? There's not even a comment.
Grow up.
Not authentic. What do you want about?
Their job is not to be authentic. Their job is to be truthful. Your job is to suspend your, like, disbelief.
Regardless, right? Like, if there are so many different types of media out there, and if the thing that you value most about the media that you consume is truth, good luck. Because even the news is going to skew it in some way. And if you're watching a movie to learn about an event, you're in the wrong place.
This is the stuff that, like, this is the reason I kind of love this, is because these are people who've been given a superpower to tell the world,
this is my opinion.
If you can objectively explain why a movie is bad or good, fine, because that's actually, like, objective truth. But if it's just, it was cringy, I didn't like it, it made me cringe in my pants, then that's just your opinion, bro. Like,
yeah.
Calm down on the 1 star. You know what? If it was so bad, why did you watch the whole movie?
Yeah, it's a long film.
It must have felt like a long film for him. It wasn't authentic at all. It was... Oh, here we go. Pandering revisionism.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Right.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, Willard 12.
Of course it's Willard.
What a timely piece of propaganda using a widely criticized war. What?
What are you on about? I feel like he's used the word timely wrong because this is a film about the past.
Oh, I watched The Other Berlin Girl. It didn't feel like it was very modern.
Dunkirk was old.
Nice blend of truths and half-truths to crowd the reality. Welcome to theatre. Open, violent protest against the government that was not responsible for the deaths of MLK or RFK. Hang on. So, wait. What the f*** has that got to do with anything? So, that's not why they're protesting. They're not protesting because the government killed Martin Luther King.
Oh, it's our first BLM comment.
Oh, it's not, is it? I knew there was going to be racism. I didn't think it would be so soon.
Yeah.
I guess this is supposed to excuse the looting and riots going on today under the guise of solidarity with the anti-Vietnam War movement.
And there it is. We don't like it when black people get angry about situations. It's such a leap.
It's such a leap.
I really like this one. I'm excited to do this one. Okay, so this one is titled Poor, Phony, Distracting, Rude Lighting. What does that mean?
Turn that light off, it's lurid.
Oh, you're just a vampire who just lives in the dark. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be crude? I don't know. Mr. 25295 says, another Netflix movie with crap lighting.
I love that he's keeping track.
I just want to see how many times he references lighting. Wait, I didn't have to look far, okay? He's reviewed The King. He says, annoying backlighting and actors in shadows. Another review, this is dreary, poorly lit.
I feel like this is a really angry gaffer who's like gone on IMDb just to slate shit.
But he's fascinated by lighting because he reviews Tiger Tail and says, visual dreck. These people live in the dark. Okay, so he doesn't like lighting that is dark. Courtrooms, meeting rooms and offices are not that dark, generally speaking, obviously. People don't work in darkness.
Plenty of people work in darkness. People who work in caves. People who work at night. I am going to be a little bit kinder on this one because their name is Quen Chow. So I'm assuming English isn't their first language.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that maybe they've put it through some sort of translator or something, and maybe it's gone a bit wrong.
Fine.
So the title is a bit touching at the end, but overall quite long, slow, and full of annoying overuse scene. Should have done better.
Okay, let's see where they go.
This film starts with... I'm going to try and be nice, sorry.
You have a choice to make now. You either read it as it's written or you fill in the gaps for them.
I'll read it as it comes
you
out.
will.
I'll read as it comes out. All right.
Yeah.
This film starts with the footage of the recruitment of army to Vietnam and a bunch of people planning to demonstrate at the Democratic National Convention scene.
That's all true so far.
That's very true. Yeah. As turn out, this film is about the trial of 7 people who incite the riot at the Democratic National Convention. Well, I mean, I would say that this person has missed the entire point of the film because they showed in the film that the police started the riot.
A little bit. A little bit.
Entire film, quite long, slow, and full of annoying overuse scenes, such as overuse of the argument scene, overuse of the receiving phone call scene, and overuse of the flashback scene. I would argue there aren't many phone calls in this movie.
Regardless of that, does that mean that nobody can argue in more than one film or receive a phone call in more than one film or have any flashbacks at all?
It's a movie about a trial about a particular event. Flashbacks helpful, maybe.
A little bit for context. I was glad to have them.
It's very useful. It dramatizes the event as opposed to someone just telling you about it. It's the difference between, you know, being in a pub and saying like, oh, you never guess what happened to me last night, and your friend being like, oh, what happened to you last night? And you're like, don't listen to me. Watch this play I wrote about it. People put these things in movies. They put arguments in movies, and, you know, phone calls.
I would argue that there are some like film tropes that we have seen before and we don't necessarily need to see again.
Yes.
For example, evil master having a cutthroat shave by poor servant. And they have the power to kill them, but they don't. That was amazing in whichever movie it was did it first, but then it got reused and eventually like, you've stolen this from somewhere else, we don't care. That's different.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're sort of just criticizing the use of drama. At the end, Tom reading out the names of the falling army at Vietnam while performing his statement. Still have an article indicate each of the defendants sentenced to 5 years in the federal prison for incite riot at the Democratic National Convention. What they've criticized is the filmmaker telling us what happened.
Yeah.
What you're angry at, Quen Chow, is not the filmmaker, you're angry at history.
That's a difficult position to be in.
Yeah, so really you should like the film. I don't understand what the 1 star is for. Because he got so angry and he was like, I have to take this out on someone. I'm sorry, Aaron Sorkin, but it's going to be your film. Because I don't have a punch bag with history written on it.
Your day today. And I kind of understand the sentiment. Sometimes I get to the end of the film, I kind of want to keep going a little bit. I want to watch like the process of them going to prison. But that's another movie.
So, final thought. The problem with this is that like people are confusing objective truth with like their own truth. And when you criticize something, why are you saying it's bad? So the right to criticize something is drawn from your ability to actually objectively look at your own criticism. It's like, you know, why is that calculator bad? Well, that button doesn't work. Okay. But if you're saying the calculator is bad because it's pink, just don't buy a pink calculator. If you lean to the right wing and you are never going to the left wing, you're never even going to listen to an argument that would try and bring you over, don't watch a movie about left-wing people being persecuted by a right-wing justice system.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to make you angry. You know, this movie wasn't for you. and ultimately you're giving it a 1-star rating because of your political alignment, when realistically, you know, this movie was never going to appeal to you in the first place.
I then go back to Mr. 25295. They are at least consistent in that they don't like movies with lighting. So
that guy just hates bad lighting, and you know what? More power to him. More power to him.
but it had gorgeous lighting.
May you live on forever, sir, as the propagator of good lighting in movies, of well-lit scenes.
Okay, so that was a look at some of the best and worst IMDB reviews for the film The Trial of the Chicago 7. As Johnny mentioned before, we do a full review of the film, so you can get a feel for what went on there if you want to. As always, like and subscribe, and leave a comment if there are any reviews that you found for the films that we've reviewed that you want us to have a look at. Please let us know, because we love content and we love these crazy people. So that's it for now, and we'll catch you in the next episode.